Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, everybody. Ocean's Pit Little Show about big things. That's right. It's Toxic Thursday. It's Double Thursday, whatever you want to call it. Two Thursday, whatever it is. But it's Thursday, folks. We're back, and looks like the computer and everything looking clear and clean and no
Yes.
delay. So it could be a good one today. So let's
Yeah.
hope you guys tune in. It's Ocean's Pit, Monday through Friday at noon. Check the website, TonyOceanMeet.com. Give us a call at 847-769-8609 to book a show. Every show is dedicated to first responders, men and women in the military, our veterans, of course, for fighting for our country. And thank you. But mostly it's dedicated to people like you. I'm over here on the north side, Carol on the south side in the library. It's a good time. It's Thursday, August 27th. And again, we are flying past.
Yeah.
And they said we're going to get a cold, an early winter. If you can see some of our nights, it's got like 50, about 50, 60 degrees at night.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
like
think the
that.
fall is coming. It's coming soon. All right.
Yeah.
It's Ocean's Pit. So far, everything's going good. Let's see what this one does. Woo! Thank you, Seventh Heaven, and it worked. Wow, 2 for 2. Let's not curse it. Let's not curse it.
Jinx it.
Let's get right to our sponsor, Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local, folks. Hi there. Is your summer projects still going strong? Are you already thinking about fall ahead? Now is a perfect time to save. I've been checking out this month's Red Hot buys, and trust me, we got another week left for these great buys, folks. All month long products that you use most at home. Lawn and garden essentials, insect killer, bird seed food, little giant ladders, outdoor chairs, pool salt, home and hardware essentials, plus executive and exclusive Ace Reward savings throughout the store. When you're or either you're wrapping up the summer project, stocking up on the season ahead, or just a great bargain, we got the deals for you. Stop by your nearest Ace Hardware today and grab the Red Hot buys before they're gone. See you in the aisles in Norridge, Des Plaines, Warrenville, Evergreen Park, Fox River Grove, Mesa, Arizona, Richmond, and coming to Elmwood Park in late September, early October. Guys, August 31st, this Monday, we'll be at the Norridge location. A live remote. It's going to be there on the corner of Cumberland and Lawrence, 12 o'clock. Ocean's Pit is going to go live. We do it a couple of times. We did it for the last 3-4 years. They offer a Weber grill giveaway, and we got Ace cash giveaway. So that's going to be a lot of fun. We'll be in the store, 12 to 1. Stop on by. Raffaello and Jack, you're going to have a lot of great deals going on that. So we're excited about that. Tonight, Positano's in Oak Brook, 7 o'clock with Jerry Jams and Lisa P. Tomorrow, Chicago Prime Steakhouse. Saturday, Donnie G's in Elmwood Park. And Sunday, Old Republic in Elgin with Ocean's Rat Pack. That's a 2:30 show, but at 1 o'clock, Kim Peterson LeFew will be kicking off the show, opening act. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Old Republic in Elgin. And I want to thank everybody from the Sunset Chalet yesterday in Crystal Lake, dinner and show. Thank you so much for the people that showed up. And, of course, my cohorts, Jerry Jams, Bill Saratella, Elliot Wimbush. It was a great turnout. Thank you, UAP, Tom Hartman, of course, our agency for that. So great job as it is. All right, Carol, how you doing over there on the south side?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm in the library, but it's freezing. I have if I could put a winter coat on, I would. It's like, it feels like it's 10 below zero in here. I'm like 100 years old. I'm going to have a blanket over me pretty soon. But yeah, it's all
Now,
good.
wait a minute.
Sun's out. Yeah.
Do you, in your home, is it cold? In our house, it's cold all the time. Is it cold?
It's cool.
You keep it cold?
cool. I keep it cool, like 71 degrees, maybe 70,
Okay. All right.
71, and
Okay.
it's cool. But my bedroom's like 100 degrees because it's on a different thermostat. So it's over the, I'm not kidding. My bedroom was 94 degrees. Like when I tell you for a couple,
How do you
when the
sleep in that?
so once I'm settled in there because it's over the garage and it's so hot. So once
Okay.
it's settled, I do have a good fan right over my bed. That's how I sleep.
Okay.
It once you're settled in there and laying down and it starts hitting you, it's okay. But it's
Then it's
so
okay.
nasty when you first walk in there from a different room in the house and you walk in there and you're like, what? It's like a sauna.
What, like you feel like there's something broke there. Yeah, crazy.
It
We
is
got a
broke.
bunch of stories here. First of all, our prayers go out to the Palumbo family. Of course, years ago we lost the great Joe Palumbo. His wife Patrice just passed
Oh,
away too. So the Palumbo family, to Sammy and everybody who's still left. Our prayers out to the Palumbo family. Also, one of the great Chicago artists, Jim Ferris, passed away. He was original member of the Crying Shames, a great band from Chicago. And of course, we did lose Dolly Parton yesterday. And,
yeah.
they say it's in threes. We
Yeah.
lost J.P. Morgan. She was a singer. She was also on The Gong Show. She was an actress, did a lot of good stuff. She dies at the age of 94. And another great actor, Tim Curry, passed
Right.
away. Tim was on Rocky Horror Picture Show, and he did a lot of other stuff as well as an actor.
Yeah.
So isn't that weird? I never understood how that whole three thing.
Yeah,
You
I don't
usually
know,
have-
but it does. It really does. And it's so weird. And it's just all these people, they're not super old that are dying. And I'm wondering, like, what is happening?
Well,
Yeah, I mean, everybody
we're
has
not,
to
I
die.
know why they're dying, but that's just my opinion. And that
Do you
horrible.
research that? Have you
Uh,
researched to see if they took the shot? Is that what you're thinking?
yeah, I'm thinking some of them might be, and of course, people.
Okay.
Me. That's just my way of thinking. I'm not saying it's for sure, but there seems like a lot of more and stuff that are coming up. But J.P. Morgan was 94 years old.
Well, yeah,
I don't
that's
know.
different. Right.
That's a different story. I don't know how
Right.
old Dolly was. I don't know how old was she?
She was
70?
80. 80.
80.
She was 80.
Okay.
But here's the thing. A lot of these actors, I thought the same thing. And I'm not a conspiracy person, but when people start dying like that, look at these people that aren't super old that are actors in Hollywood. I wonder if they had to do the shot to stay doing their work. I don't remember if they were some of the people that I think there were some actors. The reason I know this is because I was a General Hospital fan, and one of my favorite actors, Jason Moore, who played Jason Morgan, okay,
Jason,
Sonny's
right.
hitman.
The
So
blonde guy, yeah.
right,
Who never
so
looked like a hitman. He never looked like
no,
a hitman. He looked like
no,
an
he
idiot.
didn't.
Yeah.
Right, but I loved him. So
Yeah.
but here's the thing: he left the show for a while because he refused to take the shot. So I think some television, some television and movie
Athletes,
sets,
athletes.
yeah. So that makes me, you got to ask why. What is the reason? So I do sometimes look into it to see if they took the shot, even though I'm trying not to be even political. I just think the
Correct.
shot was a ridiculous thing. It shouldn't have been political. And I think it
Correct.
really made a lot of people sick, and whatever
Correct.
it brought up out of people, it did. And people are dying because of it. And we're
Correct.
not going to, like we said, we're not going to see the full effects of this thing right away. It's happening now. This is 5 years.
Now,
What is it? 5 years later. And then in 10 years, it's scary. It's
well, yeah.
scary.
So, but it's just that the whole thing about the whole three thing. It's very, very interesting.
Right. For sure.
Someone sent me a quote. See if I got this right. Abortion is when a baby gets the death penalty for our actions.
Oh, that's heavy. That's heavy.
That's heavy.
Yeah.
Very heavy. And I think we talked about that, how we feel about that whole thing. And
Yeah.
even sometimes when people you look, like for instance, 3 meals a day. Remember when we were a kid,
Right.
breakfast, lunch, they did that purposely, it seems like, because now 3 meals a day are not good for you. They say, if you eat maybe little meals, like every 2 hours, you might hit on something.
Yeah. Pick.
But they said 3
snack.
meals a day. They made you do that back there to become sick and obese. They wanted you sick. They wanted you obese. That big pharma. Now you keep thinking of, and as crazy as it sounds,
Mhm.
I mentioned something a couple of days ago that the MRI they charge you $2,500 when it only costs $350.
Yes, and the radiation and other things from MRIs, listen, they don't want to do those things, and you're not supposed to do them regularly. CAT scans, PET scans, all that stuff is radiation. It's not good for you. Like they
No,
avoid it at all costs, especially, I mean, for younger people. Why do you think those people aren't even in the room with even x-rays, right?
yeah,
People,
they're
they
like
walk out,
waving to you. They
they
can't
walk
even
out
be
of
in
the
the
fucking
room
room.
with you. Yeah, go inside the
And you're
box.
like,
Go ahead, sure.
you know, I had a x-ray on my tooth not that long ago because with all the shit I got going on, and they didn't put that thing over me, that
Yeah,
apron. I was like, hey, where's that apron thing that goes in? She's like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah,
you
yeah.
don't need that. This is such a low whatever. And I'm like, oh God, like it scared the shit out of me because I don't want to get it if I don't have to. All the stuff
Yeah.
that they need to find out what's going on with you, it causes harm. Sometimes you got like you weigh and balance things out, whether you want to do it or not, right?
I,
I don't know.
I agree with you 100%. It makes
Mhm.
complete sense.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Here's another thing too. You're driving past, somebody's moving, and they see a mattress out in front of the house.
Oh no.
Now, no one's going to pick up that mattress, right?
No.
No one's going to say to you, "Hey, you got an old mattress. Do you want it?"
Right.
Nobody's going to say that. But all the people in the world will pay $300 a night to stay in a hotel.
Mm. Well, ill. Some of the people I know,
No.
I take their mattresses because I knew there was no action going on there. So I'd be like, sure, give me I'll take that
Wait.
mattress.
Forget
I'll
the
do that.
action. Wait. Forget the action. Just a bed, whatever, it's a
Oh,
mattress. You know what I mean? Just
right.
a dead skin and whatever
Sure.
stuff. Yeah. Right. But
Okay.
no,
Yeah,
no,
that's
I
gross.
can't take that mattress. Oh, yeah. But I'll spend, 300. But you'll try
Good
to
point.
find the cheapest room. So if a 300 mattress is too much, what is a $69 Red Roof Inn mattress like?
Oh, oh, that that grosses me out.
It does.
It definitely.
It does. Okay, so Sebastian and his lovely wife Lana celebrating 13 years of marriage. Sebastian Maniscalco, and
Yep.
congratulations to them. The very first televised baseball game was August 26th, 1939 at Ebbets Field between the Cincinnati Reds and the Los Angeles Dodgers. First time it was televised, August
Okay.
26th, 1939. Also, for you Greeks out there, the
Oh
Taste
yeah.
of Greek, the Greek Fest or whatever, it's their
Uh-huh.
36th year. It's going to happen August 28th, 29th, and 30th over there on Halsted and Adams and Monroe. Have you
Okay.
ever been to that?
Of course, years ago. I haven't been in a long time, but yes,
Okay.
and I'll tell you what, it is a lot of fun. They have, it's
Yeah.
like the same thing, they have the
Yeah.
Greek dancers, great
Yeah.
food, obviously,
Yeah.
very authentic. They have a lot of good,
Yeah.
authentic food. So yeah, maybe I gotta go. I'd like to get some
Do you
people
think
together and show.
do you think the Greek Fest, or when they have these different festivals, I mean, most of that food is homemade, or I don't know if it's homemade. I mean, I don't know, but it always seems like some of that stuff is pretty fresh.
Oh yeah, it's fresh. Well, I would say what's different of homemade or people that are making it authentically in their kitchen at their restaurant. That's homemade to me. They're not doing it in their
Correct.
home per se, but it's their
Correct.
recipes, just like an Italian restaurant. But maybe they'll have like a goat farm or something where you lately with the goats, you got stuff going on with the goats.
Wait a minute. It was Happy World Goat Day. It was World Goat.
Whatever. You're like for the Greeks out there, it's goat day. Like, so what go buy some cheese that the goats produce. Go let a goat jump on your back for yoga. I mean, I don't know.
Well, wait, but I did mention that too. Go get some cheese. I mean, whatever,
Sure.
Anyway, all right. So that's where we'll get there. All right. So,
Yeah.
all right. Question that we're going to say, I think we might have asked this before, but I'm not quite sure, but it came up. How much should a person put in an envelope at a wedding? What is the right amount? Now, you're going to a classy
Okay.
banquet hall.
Okay.
Not is there a difference what you put it? Now wait, these are two friends of yours getting married.
Okay.
Whether they decide they have the money and they do it big, say they're doing it at Gibson's downtown, or they're doing it somewhere in the suburbs, or they're doing it at American Legion somewhere in the suburbs. Is the envelope the same, or does people say that the envelope should be more because the place is more expensive? But if these are your friends,
Yeah.
are you insulting them by putting less in because it's an American Legion and not downtown somewhere?
Okay. Well, that's loaded, but I'll say this. If it's at a Legion, let's say, that's clear that maybe they don't have money to have a big elaborate wedding, so they need it
Correct.
more. So if it's your
Correct.
close friends, you should put some good money in there. Whatever
Correct.
you can, right? Like if I
Correct.
had the means, I would give as much as I could, right?
Correct.
And then they're going to, make more money, a nice chunk of money for their wedding. Now,
Correct.
do you want to go as far to find out if you know the people well enough and know that if their parents are paying for the wedding and everything they get is theirs, and you go to a nice fancy place, if they don't have to cover what they're paying for at that wedding and their parents are paying for the wedding, you don't have to go crazy, I guess, but that's all up to what you can afford. And, you want to at least cover your plate. I think that's the most important thing, is at least cover your plate. But some
Well,
places are so expensive, you don't know if you're covering your plate, right?
guaranteed right now, it's got to be at least 200 a person. If you go to it's 200 a person, I think. If you're covering the plate and maybe
At
you
a
want to give
fancy
them
place.
something.
At a fancy place.
place.
Yes. Yeah. At a fancy place for sure. For sure. I think you're right. About 200 person.
You're
Um,
thinking that,
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I saw
I
that
mean,
interview. They were talking about Hardcore Italians was doing that interview. I saw it on Facebook, and they were talking about
yeah,
starting at a certain amount, right? And then adding or subtracting, which we've heard comedians talk about that. But truly, you got to be careful because you got people make checklists. Remember what you gave, and if you went to a wedding or what you gave, because they are going to know. They're going to know what you what you gave.
absolutely.
So
And
beware
yeah,
and don't get pissed
you
off.
remember our parents? Remember the parents used to write the book, The Log?
Yes.
Well, we went
yes.
to Auntie Stephanie's whatchamacallit, so they gave us 300. Well, we got some
Right.
answers here. Boyd said he knew somebody to receive scratch-off lottery tickets. Dennis says 250. All right, okay. I agree. If you're going with two people, at least, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, yeah, you got to be careful. Cover more than your plate. But you
Right.
what do you do?
Yeah.
Call. I bet you some people actually call the place, say, "How much does your dinners go for?" So they know what to do.
Oh,
I mean, you would think,
I
right?
never thought about that. I never thought about that. I don't know. I
I
mean,
don't
whatever
know.
you
But
can give,
if
just
he's a
don't be
good friend of
cheap.
yours,
Just don't be cheap.
don't be cheap.
Don't be
Now, if you
cheap.
can't
Give
afford
what
it,
you can.
better yet, don't go.
Don't go
If you
and then
can't
send them a
afford it,
check. And send
send
them
them
a
a
check.
check. Sorry,
Right.
couldn't make it. Here's a little something. This way,
Exactly.
they don't have to cover the plate. Let them know ahead of time that you don't go, so they're not stuck with the dinner. Let them know
Right.
you can't, and send them something.
Listen,
And I think that's respectful.
yes. You know how you talk about people going out to dinner and when they split the check and then how much do you owe? Oh, how much do you owe? All that stuff. Look, I can understand that, but I also know I know the people that I'm going out with most of the time, and some
Yeah.
of them are big drink. They love to drink and they have
Drink.
a ton of reserve money. I don't. So you know what I do? I'll meet you guys after dinner. That's it. I'll meet you guys after dinner because if I know
Good
that
one.
I want to be the person to split it equally 7 ways, there's been times where I'm like, I'm just not a huge drinker. And a lot
Yeah.
of times anymore, I don't even hardly eat when I go out.
Yeah.
And so I don't want to spend $200 and I'm not drinking or really eating.
Yeah.
So, but then
No.
I'll say I meet you after dinner. Just that's the easiest way to do it. Right.
That's the easiest way to do it.
Because I don't
But
want to
don't
be
go. But
embarrassed.
I totally agree with you. But when you
Yeah.
sit there, when you bring out
I
the
know.
calculators,
I
I see this
know.
all the
I
time. There's
can't.
only
I can't.
there's 3 of you there. If
I
there's
know.
3 of you and you're bringing out the calculator, really?
No, no. If it's 2
Oh,
or 3 people, I'm fine, or 4 people, I'm good with that. That's not a problem. We split it how many ways. But if you know it's gonna be a big drinking night, big eating night, and they order, and certain people I go out with, they've got a ton of
that's a
money,
different
and
story.
I don't want anybody picking up my tab. I
No,
don't
I got
like
it.
that. I
I
hate it.
got it.
So I'll be like, "I'll meet you after dinner." That's that, and
Yeah,
just
that's a
avoid it
good way to do
altogether.
it. Right,
Yeah,
right,
avoid it
right.
altogether
That's a
right now.
good one. Good point.
Right, right.
Okay, they're saying right now, according to the study, 26 is the right age for to get married, and
Okay.
27 is the good year to have your first child.
I mean, I think that's not bad. There really isn't a perfect time, I think, for anybody. But now, in retrospect, for me, I think it would have been nice to have my kids a little younger. I just didn't have, a man at the age that I
No,
wanted to have
no.
kids with. But I think late 20s is good. I do.
Okay,
Maybe if you're
but look,
established.
I think it's a good idea too. But you get married at 26,
Hmm.
you have your wedding, you
Yeah.
go on your honeymoon,
Hmm.
and technically, unless you live together before you got married, if you don't know all this shit that's going on when you decide to get married and you've not lived together yet, and you're still trying to
Mm.
get used to each other for the first
Y-
year.
Yeah.
So if we're saying the good year is 26 to get married, 27 is to have a kid, that means you don't really have any life
Time. Right. Together
together,
too. Right. Right.
because then once the kid is there, it changes everything. I don't care what anybody says. We were waiting
Yes.
for it. We wanted it. I got
It,
it. But
yeah.
everything changes. You can't even
Everything.
enjoy each other's company
Right.
for that
Everything
particular time.
changes. The
Yeah,
responsibility of newborns and babies, listen, it's gonna change you. Like
yeah.
in some ways, there's a lot more added stress and responsibility. And when you're adding all that into a new marriage, I mean, I think it's smart to wait. If you haven't lived together, you better wait. You
You
better
better
wait.
wait.
You
You better
better
wait.
wait. And then, or do your traveling and do your fun stuff while you're engaged. Like, do all that shit. Like I tell my kids, if you get engaged and then do all your traveling while you're engaged. You've been an engaged couple. It's exciting. That's like it's fun, and do all that beforehand, because then once you get married and maybe live together too while you're engaged, that's smart to me. Engaged, live together, couple years, and then when you get married, then yeah, go ahead and get
Because
pregnant.
it can change drastically if you didn't
Yes.
live together
Oh
and you
yes.
find shit out and now you're saying, "Holy crap, I'm
Yes.
stuck." Because if they don't, you know what? I know what if you don't put the seat down, which I never had a problem with that, but
I
some
mean,
men would do
okay,
that,
but is that a
right?
reason
Yeah.
to get divorced? I mean,
Yeah,
really.
little things.
Right.
A lot of people with the toothpaste. Make sure you what the sink. You know what I mean. Wipe the mirror
I
down.
Yeah.
It's little crap, or don't put your shit back into the kitchen in the sink, or make sure you
Mhm.
rinse it and make sure you put it in the dishwasher. Just don't leave it in the sink. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh,
All that
uh-huh.
stuff, and that's just little shit. But I know what you're saying.
But it
It
adds
can
up.
all add up. It can
It
all
does
add
add
up
up.
too. So
Sure,
yeah.
sure. Huh.
Interesting. Very okay. For all you football fans out there, I don't think anybody's going to be upset about this. The NFL deciding to remove the Pro Bowl. The Pro Bowl back in the day, they take the best of the best and on both on the leagues, and they have one game and they show it and they play against each other. At one time, it meant something. They used to hit each other,
Mhm,
but the last 15, 20 years, it's almost like tag football. It's a boring game. Nobody
mhm.
cares. So they're going to
Yeah,
eliminate the Pro Bowl. They're just probably going to have the dinner and the awards and all that thing, but they're just going to
mhm.
eliminate the Pro Bowl, which I think is a great move. They should have done it a long time ago. James, how would you like to get married and then have the person pass away on you?
Oh,
Now, Jimmy,
well,
I know that story, buddy, because I know it hit someone close to you. But do you
oh,
imagine that? I can't. Holy shit! Your whole life, this is the one I found. This is
yeah.
going to be it. Blah 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 blah. Or also, if she's pregnant
Mhm.
and the husband passes away,
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
or the baby
that
was just
happened.
born and the wife passes away. I mean,
Oh,
I can't imagine what that must be like. I mean, I know friends that come and see me that a lot of people are coming out more and more because their spouses passed away.
right,
And first, they
right.
don't know where to go. They don't know where to
Yeah,
go, whatever it is. So
yeah.
they've been coming. A lot of people come and it's like a comfort when they come to the Tony Ocean show. They meet new friends, they meet new people,
Yes,
and they meet new
absolutely.
partners. They meet
Yep,
new people so they can
yep.
go on in life. But I just
Yeah,
can't imagine what anybody has to go through, Jimmy, and you and your family. I just can't
yeah.
imagine about.
I
You're watching Ocean Spit, little show about big things. Chicago Music Cruise is 5 months away, January 10th or January 17th. Royal Caribbean Cruise Line, the star of the seas. It's Tony Ocean and Seventh Heaven. Go to chicagomusiccruise.com, put in Tony Ocean. We're going to St. Martin, St. Thomas, Coco Cay, Bahamas, and we're going to kick it off in Orlando, Florida. It's going to be good. Or give Mary a call at NTD Vacation, 630-688-1725, and say you want to go on the ocean with Ocean. All right, you sent me something that was so interesting, Carol. And the Meta has to pay $16.7 billion for social media addiction, for addicted to kids, and given this mental health thing. It is definitely, now there's the information. Thank you, Mary. Mary Grievous has put all the information. There's her number, email, everything to join us on the cruise. Thank you, Mary. But this lawsuit here, I mean,
mhm.
everybody can jump on that. Not only kids, but this social media thing. What's your take on this, Carol? We talk about this over and over and over again. It's
Yeah.
destroying people. We
Mhm.
couldn't have this show. I couldn't post my shit, but there's stuff on that social media that we see, even the stories that we find sometimes, we know they're not real and so
Mhm.
crazy.
Right,
And this whole
right.
TikTok thing and all this bullshit thing, that is never going to stop.
No, no. They keep saying they're gonna ban TikTok, whatever. I think look, I think there's a lot of great things on TikTok too. People put recipes, they put helpful, like, the same thing that a self-help book would be. Like, people talk
Yeah,
about their lives and it helps other people. There's a lot of very positive things, but
yes.
there is a science behind what Meta has done. Listen, they don't this is not billion-dollar companies and apps aren't billion-dollar apps and companies for no reason. The research that has gone into this in order to get people mentally and visually, there is a science behind that. So it's knowingly going into it to addict people. Okay. I'm not saying that we got to take responsibility for what we do and what we allow
Sure,
our kids
true,
to
true.
get their hands on. However, I think that, yes, I think that good for them. Just like McDonald's or other fast food places, these billion-dollar corporations like McDonald's don't think there's not stuff in their food that is addictive because it's not the most delicious shit in the world because it's not.
No,
It's a
absolutely
it's
not.
addictive, okay?
But
It's in our food
the more they
and
eat
it's
the shit, then they
junk
go with
food.
the big pharma, and then the doctor's got to give them their medicine. So they're
100%.
like in
E
partners. Let's
exactly, they're in
feed them,
cahoots.
right?
Right.
In
Yeah,
cahoots. Let's
for
feed them
sure,
shit.
for sure.
But I mean, look, when that one kid got sick and almost died drinking on TikTok the toilet water challenge, who the
I
fuck in their right mind is going to say, "Oh yeah, let's do that"?
Well, but that's the problem. Why their kids are so impressionable, but then I blame the parents. Like, when I think it's just when the kids, I said the most impressionable age for kids is like birth to 6 years old. Birth to
Yeah,
5, birth to 6. Listen, in those years, if you're gonna be a shitbox parent, wait till they're after like 10. Okay. Like, I mean, if you're gonna like just check out of being a parent, those first 5, 6, 7 years, be present and tell them everything. I can't tell you now. I'm starting to see that my kids were listening back then because they bring it up. They bring up things. I see things that I remember I did all the time. I was annoying about it. Like, I looked like a Karen mom, but I wasn't. Like, I would say, please, thank you. Like, if somebody did it and they didn't say it, I'm like, please, thank you.
thank you.
Open the door. I was up their ass constantly. And now this is how they are. It's just natural to them. So you got to do it at a really young age with a lot of things because it's going to stick with them. It might be subconscious too, but as they get older, it's going to stick with them. That hopefully they're not going to be dumb enough or impressionable enough to eat a Tide Pod or drink out of a fucking toilet
And
or
toilet
do
water.
some dumb ass shit. I don't
And it's
get
the
it.
parents. But you look, even us
Yeah.
adults, even us adults. I'm on this thing all day long. Now,
Yeah.
probably wouldn't be as much if I didn't have this podcast
Right.
because
Right.
all my stories are on here. I probably wouldn't be
Yeah.
as much, but I'm
Sure.
looking at this phone all the time.
Right.
All the time. Mikey here, my good buddy Mikey Curiosa, folks from Hardcore Italians is watching.
Hey,
Michael,
Mike.
how you doing? I think we're going to go to the hockey game. I think it's October 25th, the Hawks game,
Yes.
Hardcore Italians. I don't know about the Bocce, brother. I got to try to get a team going, but I will talk to you this week. I think I'm going to the
I'd
hockey. We're
love
going to
to
be in the Bocce. It's hard to find people that want to play that are any good. Look, we get there,
Okay,
we
great.
lose the first round.
Well, then you drink the rest of the time then. Just have a good time and be there. And whatever. It's win-win. It's a win-win, right? I want to play the
It is.
bocce. I do. I'm not great at it, but I love that's why Gina and I talked about getting an all-girls team. I of course want to do well. Of course. I don't want to make a fool out of myself, but I want to have fun. But we did get our tickets for the hockey game, which I'm really excited about because I haven't been
Yeah.
to one yet. So I'm excited about definitely doing the hockey game as well. But the bocce, if
Well,
I can
definitely
find
the
somebody
hockey
to do it
thing.
with,
I think it's
we will.
October. I think it's October 25th. I think it is.
Right.
If
Yes.
it's a Sunday, and
Yeah.
Hardcore Italians do it every year. I think I went 2 years.
Yeah.
You get for $100, you get the hat, you get the hoodie, and you get the tickets
Yeah.
to the game. If I'm correct,
Yeah.
and you can't beat
Yeah.
that, guys. It's
No.
it's Chicago Blackhawks. It's a Sunday. It's camaraderie. It's a lot of
Yeah.
fun. I'm in Mitchell,
Yeah.
Indiana, the night before. It's a 4-hour drive. So
Mhm.
I'm trying to either drive home that night or come right there from the hotel. And but I definitely going to go to that. And let's talk, Mike.
Nice.
Let's get on the Boston team. Let's try to come up with. I think it was me, Spins. The last 3 years, it's been me, Spins, Danny Mazzi, and somebody.
Oh, okay.
We get Toto once. We had Tony Toto once, and we had
Okay.
a couple of guys before, another guy before that. But I think we need to do it again because that's a lot of fun. It really is. You get
Yeah.
more, and it's the camaraderie more
Right.
than anything else.
Good
It's
time.
the camaraderie.
For sure.
Mikey and his staff, Hardcore Italians, do an incredible
Mhm.
job at that.
Yep.
Okay, question is, they say women think about sex more than men do. Women just seem to hide it better. A man, I don't know. I mean, you can. It's hard to tell. I think that's probably on everybody's mind. Terry, how are you doing? Michelle, how are you doing? What do you think? Is that true in your opinion?
I mean, okay, I just posted something today that men use love to get sex, women use sex to get love, and I use coupons to get pizza. And
2 for 1.
nice
2
shoes.
for 1.
No, listen, you know what? I'm sorry. I think everybody has a different libido. I do. It depends on your life and how stressed you are. Look, I could tell you, as a woman, I think I was very well. Do you get your sex drive from your parents? Okay, your libido. I got to look into this. I wonder if that's hereditary because we tell our kids in the past,
Could be.
you're screwed, or
Could
do
be.
different cultures have higher sex drives, like European people, right?
They're always got that in them. Blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Yeah.
Passion, right?
Yeah.
So I wonder if libido is, I'm going to have to look into this. If libido is hereditary, if you're just screwed because you're Greek, like my kids are Greek and Italian. I was like, oh God, help me. Like, God, help me. But because I think it's just you're passionate, and I don't know if it's a hormonal or
And it's also,
mental thing.
yeah.
I don't know.
Here, look, and I know this is going to sound crazy, but have you ever, growing up as a kid, and you can ask to you wonderful people that are watching, did you ever, growing up, come home when you weren't supposed to come home early, and mom and dad are doing the thing? I seen it once in my life, scared the shit out of me.
Oh God, no.
So, I mean, has anybody ever walked in on your parents, or if you have kids, the kids walk in on, I mean, like, bah, 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 bah. I don't know. But I did. I did walk in on my mom and dad
Oh my
one
God.
time in my life. I had to be young. Yeah. So it was like, oh, Jesus. You know what I mean?
I don't think I would
So,
recover. I would have recovered. I don't think I would have recovered from that. Like, especially if you're old enough to understand what was going on. But I will tell you, unfortunately, I used to walk in when I would get home from my private Greek school 2-hour bus ride home. Like, I had to pee always because I was on there for 2 hours. So my brother and
yeah.
his friends would always be there watching, porn and stuff, like 5, 6
Yeah,
guys
yeah, yeah.
eating. And I
Yeah.
was like, what the hell? And then, or I would hide under the dining room table and be like, what are they watching? Which is not good at 12, or 11. But the thing is this, I don't want to see it, but I will tell you this. I can only say so much because, I'm so afraid of what my parents would, because I'm still at an age, and I think this is ethnic too. This is me going off on a tangent. I'm 52, okay, for another 2 weeks. I'm still so deathly afraid of disappointing my parents. Like, if I say stuff that I've done or haven't done, or certain things get out there, I don't want to
Parents
disappoint
know.
my parents, certain things, right?
Parents know.
Or freak them out.
Parents know. They
Okay.
know that shit.
But
Look at poor Emo. He walked in and wait, I found my dad in his room with his pants down. I came back 5 minutes later.
oh no, I would die. I would die. As much as my dad spread his generous seed, okay, let's just say this, and throughout the community and beyond, he was at home the most like modest person. Like, I remembered seeing him walk from his bathroom to the bedroom in his underwear. Big deal. He was
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
embarrassed. Like, he didn't like that. But I was like, oh, but out
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
you're just
Yeah.
kind of like,
I didn't like that
here
either.
you
Right,
go.
right.
But I did
Yeah.
find something sexual when I was young. It wasn't a toy, but it was for sexual use in one of
Yeah.
my parents' dresser drawers. And I was like, what's this? You know what I mean? And I was kind of super grossed out, but I was still like super interested. What is this? What do they use this for? What's that? I don't know, but I definitely think the things you see, like we say, kids are impressionable, that you see on
Yeah.
TV. That's what gave me perversion, I think, is because I started seeing, my dad had that channel where you could get any channel on earth. And so
Correct.
they were never
Yeah.
home. They were working, which
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
would be home with my grandma, and she was asleep by 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
And I saw this channel. So I was like, oh, what's this? And I was like, oh, what's that? And that's
Same
not
thing with
good
that.
for
My mom had no
young.
clue. She was upstairs what I was
Right.
doing. You're absolutely
Right.
right.
It's not
But that's if our parents had that channel. That's if you found these magazines. That
Oh.
was the thing. You'd buy the magazine, right?
right.
But these days,
Yeah.
all the kid has to do is
Right.
punch in 3 letters,
Yep.
bam,
Hmm. You're right.
and there's a whole different world out there. And there's world. I mean, you hit it. You keep going. You see a guy with a horse. I mean, it's just like what, right? That's how whacked out. That's how crazy anybody
Yeah.
can find anything. When we were younger, you had to sneak to buy a magazine.
Right.
You had to sneak to turn that channel on if you had that channel,
Right.
or if you had the VHS that your dad
Right.
might have had, and you shove it in your VHS
Right.
and
right.
watch it. The old,
That's normal
know.
because at that age your hormones are raging. I think it's very normal. Okay. But
Correct,
to your
correct.
point, I do think women think about sex a lot more than they put out that they do. They're not as
Okay.
obvious about it, I think. And I do think it has to do with what's going on in their life at the time. Or if they haven't had it in so long, then maybe they just kind of forget about it and do their thing. But if they meet somebody they're interested in, I can guarantee they think about it all the time. For sure.
Absolutely.
Like if you're
I agree.
yes. So
And a lot of you people all believe the thing. Okay, Gina says, no, my mom walked in on me. Okay.
Oh, God,
Gina.
I would die. I would actually get killed, not die. I would have got
Yeah.
killed.
My mother would say, oh, okay. And okay, see you later. Yeah. Crazy. All right. Here's some, I don't know. This stuff could be something that you could take for advice. Facts that could save your life. Here it is. Do not pull out a knife if someone's stabbed. It can make them bleed out faster. So God forbid something happens to one of your kids or family, that someone stabs them. And you think by pulling the knife out you'll bleed more. So technically, leave the knife in and call 911.
Yeah.
If attacked by a dog, put something between you and the dog, like a jacket. Well, I kind of think that's kind of normal. We kind of know that. If your clothes catch on fire, Don't run.
No.
A lot of people run. No,
No.
no, no. You grow on the ground and roll around,
Right.
and I tried to put that up.
Right.
Avoid elevators during a fire. Take the stairs. No
I
shit.
mean, shit.
When driving at night, look at the road edges if blinded by headlights.
Okay. Yeah.
Good. That's good. And if your car sinks in the water, roll down the windows. But because you can't open the door sometimes.
No.
But you can roll down the windows.
Mhm.
Always keep the emergency whistle in your car. It carries farther than shouting.
Okay.
Interesting. All right. Now here's something. We're talking about health. Things have changed. That the numbers keep changing, which is really weird. Like your normal blood pressure back in the 70s, it was 160 over 95. That was in 1970.
Okay.
Okay. That was normal.
Okay.
And 1985, it was 140 over 90. Now, the AHA says it's 110 over 70. That's the new normal.
Huh. Why does it change? How?
That's what I'm trying to say. Why?
Why? Yeah.
Why does it change?
I'm sure there's a medical reason. There's got to be a and I'm not medically inclined to talk about it. I have no idea why it changes. But now look at what the I think it's body mass index, that BMI that they talk about, where they talk like it. What makes me sick is they call people obese, and you're looking at somebody, and by their BMI, their body mass index, I think it is.
Technically, they're obese.
Yeah,
yes.
but I mean that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Like what they consider that number is way too low. It's way too low, I think. I mean, they go by how much fat, the percentage of body fat you have. So I understand.
What is obese? What is obese? Do you think? I mean,
I think if the ratio of fat to muscle, I understand that because fat is much worse for you, obviously, your body than muscle. And if you have too much fat, obviously that's not healthy. Arteries, this, that, all kinds of things. But still, what they call obese right now is, I think, ludicrous. I really do. That's why girls and men, boys, young girls, boys, younger ones, they're like, oh my God, I'm fat. And I'm like, well, are you kidding me? Because they see things and everybody has a 6-pack or a 4-pack and they're ripped and abs. And it's like, I don't know.
And then again, we go back to social media again, Carol, because the social media is going to make you think you're fat.
And AI.
Social media is going to make you think and going to make you think you're ugly. And why does this woman look like that and I don't look like this? And this, when the bullshit starts, and when the kids at school start picking on you when you're heavy or you don't look right or the glasses ain't right or the clothes ain't right and blah, 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 blah. It can destroy a child. It can destroy a child.
Yes.
And it can destroy an adult too.
Yeah, of course it can.
It can destroy an adult by this bullying and what if because you're just not the right person.
I mean,
you know?
Yeah, it's nuts. It's nuts. I mean, look, I have this ring light on. If I didn't have this ring light on, I'll be honest with you. You've seen me try to get ready for a show. If I'm not in my space, I lose my mind. I'm like, oh, the lighting's bad. Oh my God, this ring light or whatever I have, it's nice. It kind of smooths out my skin a little bit. You see me in person, you're going to see some wrinkles. I mean, I'm 52 years old.
But that's just normal. I know,
Jesus.
but people throw that thing crazy. Peter, how you doing? Jeff says cholesterol used to be 250. Your brain does need cholesterol. I've read studies that maybe that's the rise of Alzheimer's.
Oh.
Yolanda says once you get your older, your blood pressure is higher. So that doesn't make sense. Emo, good point. What is sickening at one time voluptuous, when people said you were voluptuous.
Right.
It was great. Now they say you're fat.
Yeah. It's true. Voluptuous, curvy, that doesn't mean fat. Like, honestly, no. I don't mind having bigger feet. I don't think I call them features, but curves. I just want to be more toned. I don't mind. I'm never going to be skinny, and I don't want to be real skinny. It's just
Right. I know
I
what you're
want to
saying.
have meat on my bones, but I would like to be more toned. That's what the
Everybody
goal
wants to
should
be a
be.
little bit more toned.
Toned,
I
yeah.
agree with
I
you.
understand that.
Absolutely. If I
Yeah.
can be a little bit more toned, because if I gain it, it's in my gut.
Yeah.
Not my chicken legs. I have no ass. I mean, it's my arms are. I mean, it's like. So there you go. Big boned, or whatever you want to call it. There, boy. Okay, you're watching Ocean Spit, little show about big things, folks. It is time for the JRC weather, folks. Report for Thursday, August 25th. Right now, the high is 81 degrees. No, it's 81 degrees right now, but it's also the high is 81 today. 32%, 52% humidity, 6-mile-an-hour winds. It's a beautiful day. No rain in the forecast today. So get out of the house and enjoy. Go have some fun. And that's brought to you by JRC Ace Hardware. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. Ocean's Pit. Carol, a study suggests, and I believe this in some way, study suggests wives are smarter than their husbands. In nearly 95% of marriages, the poll they took, seems like the wife is smarter than the husband.
What's smart?
Though,
Book
good
smart,
point.
financial
What is smart?
smart,
Book smart,
common sense.
financial smart, book smart,
Yep.
um,
Right.
street
There's so many
smart.
different.
I'm much more street smart than anything else that I do. I'm financially horrible. Computer
Yep.
technology, horrible.
Right.
Um,
There's different things.
but there's people that are very good and smart at a lot of stuff. I'm
Yes.
smart with a lot of useless information. Useless information. Me. People come up to me and I say, blah, 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 but what is smart?
What
So
is
it's
smart?
a good point, Carol.
It's
What is
relative.
smart?
Yeah. Right.
It's good. So, but what they call that thing about the women's intuition, men don't have that intuition. They don't say that.
Nope.
Men just say, you can tell when you look in somebody's eyes and how they shake your hands, you can tell if that guy's a piece of shit or not. But women, for some reason, they got that thing and they know whatever
They
it
do.
is. They know.
They do. Yeah. That's the one thing God gave us, I think. You got to just pay attention to it.
And
You know,
childbirth, and childbirth, and childbirth. Yes. So, yeah, that's why I think they gave it to women, because men would be pussies. You know, we get a cold.
Oh,
Right?
yes.
Oh, my,
100%. Yeah.
Right?
Yes. Yes.
And then look, they're trying to kill us, folks. KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken, is actually releasing an Oreo chicken burger.
Ew. What?
Wait a minute.
That's gross.
KFC, this is starting in China, and when it happens in China, then it comes to us. The Oreo Original Crispy Chicken Burger on August 28th, which is tomorrow. The sandwich features fried chicken thigh, mashed potatoes, and crushed cookie pieces between the black Oreo flavored bread buns.
That just doesn't sound good to me. And I like
neither does pineapple with pizza that you Greeks started.
you have a problem. First of all. So here's the thing. Pineapple on pizza, if you haven't tasted it yet, listen, if you haven't tasted it yet, we're going to go somewhere and you're going to taste it, okay? We'll all go.
Yuck.
Does Laura like pineapple on pizza?
Garbage.
No,
garbage.
It's not.
Garbage.
It's sweet and spicy.
Why is that place still in business? Wait, what's the name of the place that did the pizza with all that stuff? What was it called? They were a chain.
A pizza.
The chain of
I don't
pizza
know.
joints.
Oh, like Pizza Hut. I don't know. Pizza Hut.
No.
Caesars,
it was one that just. I forgot what it's called. Maybe you guys can help me. It's a chain where they make those pizzas with all the different shit on there.
I don't know. California Pizza Kitchen. I don't know.
That's it.
Is that it? Okay.
California liberal pizza. That's where it came from.
I don't care about them. I want a good pizza place, like the pizza places that I like in Elmwood Park, any of those with a good crispy crust. And then you put pineapple, giardiniera, listen, and a meat. I'm telling you, the sweet and spicy, it's good.
I'll take the giardiniera. I'll take the meat. I ain't taking the pineapple.
You got to taste it.
Okay. All right.
One
We'll
day.
have to come back to that. Some
The great
people will tell you I'm the best they've ever met. Others say I'm an asshole. Believe them both because they got the version they earned.
Yes. Oh, I love that saying.
Wow.
I do. I love that saying.
I love
That's true.
that quote, man.
And
How
it's
cool
true.
is that?
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
true. It is true. Absolutely.
Mhm.
You know, and
Mhm.
I'm looking here at some of the stuff I'm going to save for another day because maybe we'll put it all together on one topic instead of going back from one to the other. Now, Lativa is in Northern Europe. It's a country in Northern Europe.
Okay.
Is facing a real big problem with imbalance, with women reportedly outnumbering men by more than 80,000. The gap has
Okay.
been linked to factors including male immigration and lowering life. Do you imagine that these women in this town can't find men? I heard that in certain parts in Europe that there's more women than men. Why? Are they because they're
Mhm.
dying off?
Maybe. Maybe they are. But in Europe, no, because I feel like everybody uh historically lives longer in Europe just because it's healthier, less stress, their food. But I don't know. That would be tough. That would be tough. But then the
Or
guys
vice
have their
versa.
pick. But the guys
Or
have their
vice
pick though if
versa.
they have women.
Well, it's like if you live in a small town. I go up
Right,
north
right.
sometime in some of these towns and they say
Mhm.
3,000, 10,000.
Right.
You all have to have all slept with each other at one particular time, or you had to leave the town.
Right. Right. Leave the town. I don't know. Well, that's
All
why they
right.
turn to their cousins
That's when they turn to cousins or cows or goats.
or
So,
goats. Right there, buddy.
okay. Anyway, Jack Vana Landscaping, best in of servicing the North Shore for 50 years. Call Tom at 847-432-5266. And Armando Supermarkets, Danny Mazzi, 925 Liberty Street in Elgin. Buy local, shop local. Carol, we got a couple minutes left, but tell me what you think about this. Mom faces backlash after she tells her kids, don't be a snitch. Do you tell your kids, don't be a snitch? Is it all right to do that? Or what if the kids find something out they should say, but he won't because the parents say don't snitch?
I say don't snitch in public and to people like you don't know the situation, you don't know the people. I say you could snitch to me about anything. And like especially God, Eliana was like my investigator for Gianni. I'm not gonna lie, it was bad, but she would tell on him, but I wouldn't always get him in trouble. I just wanted to know what was going on, and I could pick and choose the important things from the not important things because she would
But
snitch
that
about
don't
really
make
dumb
sense. Okay, I got it. But then he's a snitch. He even sure is a snitch. So should they be a snitch or not?
shit. Well, there's rules. You could snitch to me, but not out in public with people in situations you don't know, because then you're going to get caught up and in trouble. But in our
Okay.
home, I was okay
Okay.
with the
So
snitching to a degree. To a degree.
okay. So say it's not in your home, it's in
Yeah.
your
No,
neighborhood,
don't.
or maybe
Yep. Stay out
friends
of it.
that you know that are
Yeah.
close to
Yeah.
you. Something happens and the kids or somebody finds out and they go, Mommy, 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 do you want to know?
I don't encourage my kids to snitch on their friends or anything, but I always have said to them, if something is going on and you think somebody could be getting hurt, something bad might happen, you can trust me and I'll decide what we can do about it. And it doesn't show that you said anything to me, because I don't want anybody to get hurt or God. But if it's some dumb
Correct.
shit, like this girl did something with this boy, I'd be like, mind your business. Mind your business. It has nothing to do with
Okay.
you.
Okay.
Just let it be. Yeah.
Good point. Most relationships
Mhm.
fail because the woman forgets that her man's feelings and happiness also matter.
Mhm. I
What do you
think
think
that
of that?
happens a lot. I think that happens a lot because the reason I think that is because I have a lot of guy friends. I grew up with a lot of male friends. And y- I think it's great to have a friend of the opposite sex so you can kind of hear what they think, because and they're being honest with you that they might not be honest with the girl that they're with because they don't want to
Yeah.
seem like not masculine enough or whatever.
Oh,
So
yeah.
many
Yeah.
guys have said that they don't get affection the affection that they really want, like touch, like a hug or a kiss or a holding hands or compliments. The men like the same things women like. They're human too,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And I
sure.
think that if you do that more, like they say, the grass is greener where you water it. I try to tell my guy girlfriends, well, if he doesn't do it, do that to him and see if he changes. Like when their relationship's getting bad, why don't you take a couple weeks and change your ways and see if he changes the things that bother you? Because when you start doing the things that he really needs and wants, maybe that he'll then start reciprocating and doing what you want
And
him to
vice
do.
versa,
Got to
back and
start
forth.
somewhere.
Okay.
It got to start
Good.
somewhere, I think.
Got to start. Good point.
Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah.
Okay, so a couple minutes here. Woman detained after showing up at an ex-wedding dressed as a bridesmaid. Whew. Paige Ellerson, 26 years old, was detained after showing up at her ex-boyfriend's wedding wearing a matching sage green dress identical as the actual bridal party, seating herself among the bridesmaids for photos before anyone realized she wasn't invited. Guests said Ellerson had studied the wedding's public registry page for the color scheme weeks in advance, ordering the exact same dress style. The same online retailer listed the bride's registry comments. She reportedly posed for several group photos and even joined the bridesmaid pre-ceremony toast
What?
before the actual maid of honor asked, "Who is this lady?"
Crazy lady is who she
Wow.
is. She's a crazy lady.
Wow.
I would be scared. I would be scared. Yeah. Wow.
That is
Ballsy.
definitely a whack job.
And crazy. Yeah.
Whack job. Carol, who was this Sabrina Carpenter?
She's a singer and actress. She's a really, really beautiful young girl. I think she's sing and actress.
I don't see beauty here, but okay. I mean, it looks like a
Okay.
regular blonde, Hollywood
Okay.
made up.
Okay.
Anyway, Sabrina Carpenter says she won't date a guy unless she knows the lyrics of all her songs.
Oh, ego maniac much?
Yes. Oh my God.
Red
And this
flag.
is the last one, folks. Taylor Swift reportedly wants her wedding to Travis Kelce kept completely private, but an alleged invitation made its way online after a guest briefly posted the invite and deleted it. Screenshots reportedly began circulating. Radar Online obtained a legal takedown notice showing Instagram approval. She sees red after private Travis Kelce's wedding invites leak. So he was inviting people to the wedding without her knowing.
Oh, well, they got married already anyway, right?
Yeah, they're married, but I mean,
that's over. But yeah,
that's another thing, real fast. When you make a wedding list, how do you know who to? How do you know you don't want to piss anybody off, and they weren't invited?
Yeah.
Did you have to go through that when you and Bobby made your list?
Kind of, yeah. So it's like so long ago, but yeah, you know what? Well, we had a fairly big wedding, but you have to cut it off somewhere because you don't want to, offend people. But you can't invite just because you invite this person. You can't invite the people associated with them to everybody. People have to understand. You do your best, but that's a stressful part of, I think, planning a wedding for sure.
Big time. But here's what I did for mine. The couple come by for drinks afterwards. They weren't invited to the dinner party.
That's great. Yeah.
Come by for drinks afterwards, blah, blah, blah. And they come, whatever it is, and everybody can have some fun. We are down to our last minute, folks. Next week, folks, I already told you tonight, Positano's Friday Prime, Saturday, Donnie G's, Old Republic on Sunday. But we know Labor Day weekend is going to be busy for everybody. There's so much going on because it's the last week before a lot of festivals and stuff shut down. But we're still the month of September. But we got some Go Taste of Melrose is going to happen on September 4th on the Peroni stage. It's the main stage. What I like about that stage, the food is right there, the booze is right there, and the bathroom is right there.
Yeah, and it's
rain
covered.
Or shine, and rain or shine, it's covered. So, and Tony Toto's coming back that day. Tony Toto comes back, and it's going to be Mikey D, Tony Toto, Jerry Jams, Danny Ramondes, the band, then yours truly, Felix Greco, Louis Pipes, Jerry Jams, Carol's B Day. So it's going to be a good time, and hopefully the weather will be good. Party
Yes.
time. Thirsty Parrot on the 5th in Lake Geneva. Septemberfest in Schaumburg is our next big fest for the band. All 8 pieces. Same band that was at Taylor Street will be at Septemberfest.
Nice.
Buffalo Grove concert in the park is on the 8th. Paw Paw, Michigan, the biggest wine festival in the Midwest. It's beautiful on the 13th. At the Roxy in Lockport on the 25th. Galena, forget about it, on the 26th. The Getaway, our last time we're in Lake Geneva, was the 19th of September at the Getaway. And it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, guys, birthdays for Thursday, the 27th of August. Macaulay.
Macaulay
Forgot to pronounce his
Culkin?
name.
Is it
Yeah,
Macaulay
46
Culkin?
years old. I wrote his name down. Linda Goes, my friend who passed away. Linda, God bless you up in heaven. All the national parks in the world are all celebrating a 100-year anniversary. Congratulations to that. Michael Renee, great actor. Billy Ray Cyrus is 65. Vince McMahon, for all you wrestling fans, 87 years old. Tom Skerritt, great actor, 93 years old. Let's see. Kristen Lavette, she's the White House press celebrating a birthday. Gutenberg is 68. Cindy Williams, Laverne and Shirley, 79. Ray Bradbury is an author. Tuesday Wells, and of course, Barbara Bach, the wife of Ringo Starr, turned 79 years old today. And so the show was good. No feedback. Mary Margaret, how are you doing? I hope you guys are all doing well. Carol, thank you for everything today. And guys, don't forget, we're talking about this. Tomorrow's Friday. I'll be here, folks. But Monday, we won't be here. We'll be at the Ace Hardware on the corner of Cumberland and Lawrence for a live remote at the Ace Hardware in the Norwich. They're going to give away a lot of cash, Ace cash.
Ace Cash. All right.
So excited. And thank you, our great friends here from JRC Ace Hardware, guys. If you love saving money and you're going to have what our friends at JRC Ace Hardware is waiting for you, it's time to take advantage of one of their biggest buyouts. Buy one, get one. It's till the end of the month. That's it, folks. Buy one, get one, 50% off Clark Kensington Paint. Buy one, get one free on select DeWalt and Milwaukee Craftsman products. Buy one, get one, 50% off select off Incent repellents. Buy one, 40% off Ace trash bags. And buy one, get one free of Ace basic pleated air filters. All your good stuff at Ace. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. Guys, tonight we'll be at Positano's in Oak Brook. Hope to see you all there with Jumpin' Jerry Jams and Lisa P. Be a lot of fun. Guys, buy local, shop local, support local establishments, support live entertainment. Be kind to one another, folks. If you're offended with anything you hear on this show, just because you're offended doesn't make you right. Doesn't mean we're right either. But thank God we got a little bit of freedom of speech, and hopefully make you laugh for this hour.
Yeah.
And thank you, Carol, for what you do for you guys. Guys, everybody, peace and love. God bless you all. Be careful out there. And you all have an incredible afternoon. Peace and love. Nick Hodges taking us out. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.
Time to go. It's the end of the show. See you later from Tony O.
To the show, folks. No delay, no nothing. 250 years. God bless America, everybody. And thank you all. Svengoolie, my idol. I love you, brother. And guys, thank you so much. Have a great Thursday. Be back tomorrow, same time, same station, with my good friend Michael Bercliari from Good Clean Fun. Woo! And the new Taylor Swift Experience show. It's going to be fun. Tomorrow.